Margaret Nantongo Zziwa was voted Speaker of the East African Legislative Assembly in 2012, a coveted position she won after defeating another Ugandan contestant, Dora Byamukama. 2 years later, Zziwa was censured by her colleagues on accusation of misconduct, abuse of office, and being disrespectful of her colleagues. Since then, Zziwa, who accused her colleagues of having a personal vendetta against her, has been silent in the House. But it appears Zziwa has not buried her hatchets of her humiliation.
You know, once a speaker, always a speaker. And I was properly inducted when I became a speaker, properly inducted. And rightly, speaker doesn't speak before a speaker unless invited. So I've been keeping quiet for a long time. And for that matter, I want to let you know that I listen and I hear every statement on the floor of this House.
Zziwa's outburst here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, came as regional lawmakers were debating a motion to bid farewell to the outgoing Secretary General of the East African Community, Dr. Richard Zziwa. Zziwa did not hide her anger towards a man who replaced her, Speaker Dan Chidega.
I feel very disadvantaged that I didn't induct you. Otherwise, I would have
procedure, Mr. Speaker. Procedure, Mr. Speaker. Procedure, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Zziwa, 1 minute to conclude your remarks.
As lawmakers waxed lyrical about Zziwa, Zziwa reminded them that if it were not her effort, members' emoluments would not have been improved.
It amounted to 25% increment. And I want to say it will translate in members' other benefits like gratuity. So it's not meager. And I want to salute Right Honorable Margaret Zziwa and her commission, including Honorable Ogle.
But Peter Mathuki from Kenya, who led a censure motion against Zziwa on a point of procedure, questioned Zziwa's outburst.
Procedure, Right Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Procedure, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Procedure from Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, we are congratulating and bidding farewell to the Secretary General, not to one member called Honorable Zziwa. We are dividing from the motion. We are only dealing with the member, with the Secretary General, who was outgoing. The honorable member is the honorable member in order to congratulate and divert ourselves from this motion, to start congratulating other people who are not even part of this motion, Mr. Speaker.
Impassioned pleas asking Zziwa to hold her speech fell to deaf ears.
But I've seen in this floor of this House when history is erased. History has been erased. The struggle of that amount costed an individual to get wet to the most underclothing of herself. My clerk, the clerk I was working with, was in hospital the following day. My secretary I worked with lost her phone. So these are some of the things, and I don't want to go back about them.
In February 2016, the East African Court of Justice allowed Zziwa to proceed with her case challenging her dismissal as Speaker of the East African Legislative Assembly.
There are some bitter facts, and I said as I was opening my remarks, once a speaker, always a speaker. Once an honorable member, always an honorable member. Once an ambassador, always an ambassador. Once a bishop, always a bishop. You can't erase it. So for that matter, that's why I'm saying that those achievements which were made during the time when Secretary General was in office, I was honored.
And after her outburst here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, Margaret Zziwa appears not to have given up her case, and she's ready to continue with her case in the East African Court of Justice. Jingo Francis, NTV, Dar es Salaam in Tanzania.